So you're not the same person anymore. That's what's happening right here, right now. That you're not the same person that you were even 5 minutes ago. In every now moment, we are constantly evolving if we choose and surrender to it. And oftentimes it's simply happening without our active participation, that our cellular DNA is changing, that we find ourselves in situations where we're responding or reacting differently, and we notice in hindsight, oh, I handled that differently, or that didn't go quite the way I was expecting it to, because subconscious reprogramming has been happening. If you've set an intention to do that, and you may see the results just randomly on another day, I mean, that you're just not expecting, and you see that you're in process of evolution. This week may have felt a bit watery, emotional. Full moons can do that to us. If it affects the tides, certainly it affects our waters. We're mostly made up of water. And it's so important that if you've seen the experiment on speaking to, say, two different glasses of water, and speaking negatively to one and speaking very positively and lovingly to the other, what the research showed in the sacred geometry patterns coming up in the one that was spoken loving to was very harmonious, clear forms, very in harmony. So the more in harmony we are within, the more that gets reflected in our energy, in our aura, and from our auric field then is creating and manifesting our reality. It's our creation. So this time is really inviting you to allow the purging, the releasing of the old, that you may feel, I know I'm a new version of me, but why am I still feeling the same emotions? Because I'm seeing a massive orb there. Because healing is not linear, it's cyclical, and we can come around in spirals again and again, revisiting things where we have the opportunity to shift perspective, to look at things differently, to integrate something new, to have compassion, to give grace, to hold forgiveness within ourselves, to heal and alchemize, to reframe situations, because everything is in the now. And as we reframe and revisit aspects of our perceived past and we tell a different story, we can shift and transmute and alchemize the energy in the now. We are affecting our now moment. And then what we're projecting into our future, coming from this new current now with an alchemized past. And because then they say, your past doesn't have to create the future. But we do allow that if we remain stuck in cycles and patterns, and we don't make intentional choices to reframe and to change and to shift and alchemize and transform it, and to say, that's not me anymore. I'm welcoming in new things. And right before coming on, I was shuffling some angel cards and saying, please give me a card for the collective, for whoever comes into this space or whoever connects with this reading, whenever they do, as in a timeless reading, apart from the lunar eclipse and full moon in Virgo, so that when you connect to and listen to this message, you're receiving the angel message of adventure, to go on an adventure and to ignite your playful childlike curiosity within you, the childlike energy within you, to go on an adventure, within you, and to adventure in your world, and to get curious about the meaning that you're giving to everything. I'm also guided to say, nothing has meaning aside from the meaning that you give it. Everything is neutral. Everything is great, empty, nothing. And it's us who are attaching the meaning from our perspective, from our thoughts, from our emotions, from our reactions, from our vibrational state, from our level of awareness and consciousness, that we're projecting that or creating. And from that projection from us, we see the mirror effect of what's coming from within us is creating what's going on out there. And so we have that superpower to alchemize and transform and create that on our terms, and to be powerful meaning makers in how we go on adventures and have fun with that, to create new meanings and transform and alchemize and therefore live new realities. Literally have a quantum jump in doing that. So I'd like to read out the adventure card for you. Thank you for being here and being patient. Very big thing in this journey, having a lot of patience, and right now for this full moon in Virgo, the lunar eclipse and going into eclipse season, a lot of patience is required to allow the unfolding of your new adventure. That's how you can look at it. Life is an adventure. Be ready for the unexpected and make the most of all opportunities. The angel wisdom suggests that you get out of any habits or ruts in which you were stuck. That's the Virgo in energy and the perfectionism and rigidity. Do things that are different and face life with a sense of wonder. Even this morning, I was out for a walk in the rain in nature and just going, never quite had noticed that plant before. I'm just smelling things and just getting into the human sensory experience, which is what we're here to enjoy as eternal spirit beings in temporary human form. That we get to enjoy those things, to stop and look at the flowers, to observe the rain, to smell something, to taste something, to relish in something, to savor a moment, to enjoy something, and so on. So if the path ahead seems dark, do as you would if you were exploring a dark place. Ask your angels to light up the way. Call on support and know it's given to you. Then watch for the signs and signals to tell you where and how to go. This is this North Node, Pisces, very Piscean energy right now, to allow ourselves to move away from the structures and the strategies and getting bogged down in those details, and to allow the I don't know. What about doing nothing? What if I do nothing, and in doing nothing, I receive the answer? What if surrendering and relaxing, something gets ignited within me that tells me this is it? Or I come back into connection with my remembering and my knowing. I simply allow myself the space for that. Explore the new with excitement and courage. These magnetic qualities attract money and career openings and add zest to your relationships. The angels are inspiring you to move forward with anticipation, expectancy, expect the best, and hope. And beyond hope, I would say knowing. Hoping is the energy of that is still that you're waiting for something, but the knowing is it's mine, it's already yours. When you can move from the energy of wanting to it's done. How that feels like a relaxed, regulated nervous system. It's done. I'm no longer chasing a dangling carrot in front of me. I refuse to be that donkey. Because I love myself. I'm not going there. I know what's mine is here for me and comes into my reality in exactly the right moment, exactly when I need it. What I need to know, I'm made aware of exactly when I need to be aware of it. I can allow my body to relax. And in allowing my body to relax, I can courageously and lovingly pour into my creations, which are adding value and serving the collective somehow. And in doing that from an energy of love, I'm always provided for. The affirmation is, I face the adventure of life eagerly, with passion, with wonder, to get into a loving co-creative partnership. I'm hearing the song, is it the Righteous Brothers? Like that you've lost that loving feeling. If you feel you've lost that loving feeling, it's an opportunity to go home to you, to the heart, to connect with you, and to spend time with yourself, to pamper yourself, to be nourishing of yourself, to eat clean, to detox, to purify, to allow the Virgo in energy in that way in your self-care practices, not being rigid with yourself, but in self-care and self-nurturing and self-love, in a loving, kind, tender, nurturing, relaxed way, in keeping communication open with your guides also, in respecting the body and the temple that is a portal to the divine. Your mind, body, soul practices matter, whether you do breath work, meditation, your hydration, good nutrition, your movement, your exercise, your caring for the body, speaking lovingly to the body is opening up that communication. Other angel card that was here to the side is the angels remind you that being spiritual is about being genuine and honest. When you speak from the heart, others feel the resonance of truth and trust you. Talk positively, because that is lightness and that is divine. Focus on the good in life and you will feel happier and healthier when you have so much to appreciate and be grateful for. Communication is a two-way process. Listen with interest and respond openly. This will improve all relationships. Communicate constantly with Source, with the Divine, with God. Take it as it resonates for you in your specific journey with all respect and love. Using prayer, which is asking, and I would say asking with gratitude because you're asking with the knowing. Thank you for delivering to me what I require when I require it. I trust the divine to reveal to me what is required. I trust the divine to provide me with the resources that I need exactly when I need them. It's a faith. And in meditation, which is listening and being open to the promptings of the divine. This is a wonderful day to dedicate time for that. I'm doing full moon ceremony this evening. If any of you happen to listen to this on time and want to join me, you're welcome to email me or comment moon below. I'll send you the link. It's an investment of €33 for a 2-hour group gathering to do a channel transmission, to do energy clearing, because I'm an energy healer, activations in your energy with sound, frequency, music, and also activating through sound and energy healing combined. So it's a frequency charge up and upgrade, but first of all, through the purging and the allowing of the emotional detox to cleanse, to purify any blockages, removing them from your energy field, which I facilitate in my work, offering also an angel and oracle card reading towards the end and insights to the group who join, because I will sense and feel into your energy. Not that I will call anyone out by name, and to keep that level of discreetness, discretion, but that you may receive some inspiration or some support at this time that may support and ignite and inspire you to help you let go of something, to step into your next level, which is in the now. And to offer any Q&A at the end if you have questions or something, how can I, whatever it is that you may feel that you are finding challenging at this time, if there's any inspiration or channeled messages that may come through to support you, happy to facilitate that. So email me or drop moon below and we will get you there together. And when we gather in group, that manifests so much beauty and magnificence. The ripple effect of that is so powerful. So I'd love you to be part of it. Thank you. Ask your angel to step into your aura and communicate in a higher way through you. And when we connect and do these practices, and specifically with energy healing and sound, frequency, music, we ascend to a higher frequency in which the communication channel can open. I've said this to people who come to me about doing their own readings with their decks, if they have a deck, and saying you don't approach a deck when you're looking for an answer to something. You've got to get on the frequency first. You've got to be in a reverence for the energy. You have to be open in your energy. You have to anchor down into and reach down into your divinity and ease into that and simply allow what comes. Then when you're on that vibe, you're on a higher frequency, you can ask those questions. You can be clear in your intention, and you can do 3-card spreads. You can do 5-pointed star spreads, whichever spreads that you may do to look for specific guidance or messages, even following some examples that can be given in guidebooks on how to do certain spreads. But you do need to surrender to a higher frequency to ascend to that, or even just letting go, as in the surrender, and it's shifting you so that you can communicate, because these beings do drop down in they're very high frequency, they drop down in frequency to meet us, to communicate with us, and to connect with us, so the co-creation can happen. While I'm holding this deck, I'll pick a card for you. I'd like you to set an intention right here, right now. If there's a question that you feel that you want to have answered, coming from an open heart space with gratitude. Thank you, angels and spirit guides, for being here to answer this question or deliver a message for the collective who are here in this space at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, and I'm getting this one, and it says protection. Well, okay. So here we have the card there. You can see it okay with the blur. Then the eclipse energy here at the top. Interesting. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. I can include this in ceremony this evening in cord cutting ritual to reclaim power back to you. You can simply call on the power of Archangel Michael, asking Archangel Michael to envelop you in the blue flame, blue light of protection. You can ask that any cords, any ties, not of God's desire, or that are holding you back from your next level expansion and growth and happiness and health and harmony, peace, tranquility, abundance, whatever it is, you can create your own script of what you want to create. You could even go into ChatGPT and look for inspiration. Give me a script on how to call on and invoke this and create this effect. This is what I want to have delivered. And you can modify it to your preference and set up ritual, even for yourself, even if you don't join me. Light some candles, some incense, do a water ritual, cleansing your hands in, say, salt water, cleansing the palm chakras that connect to the heart chakra, calling in your angels and ancestors, beings of the highest light, to commune with you, to give you shelter and protection and support at this time, calling on Archangel Michael to cut any ties from your energy, that you have the power to do that yourself, and you can create that more intimate connection between you and the spirit realms in ways that honor your energy and help you feel lighter and protected. And when you are on a higher frequency, naturally you are always protected, because when you're vibrating from an energy of love, that transcends the lower vibrational experiences. So this is why it's so important to do the inner work, to calibrate to the frequency, to remain anchored in gratitude, to remain grounded and anchored in your own energy, calling your power back to you, calling your energy back to you, encircling yourself in golden bubble of golden liquid light, and knowing of your divinity and I am energy means you are naturally protected, and it makes you feel like you're a force to be reckoned with. It makes you feel empowered and whole and sovereign and complete, fulfilled within you. And how would you move from that energy, and what would you create, and what would you do, and who would you be inspired to talk to? Who would you collaborate with to make something beautiful, whatever it may be that comes to you? So this is a time of initiation, that you're crossing the threshold and being initiated into a new version of you, a new reality. I'm just noticing some of that liner kind of on my eye. Whatever, Virgo and blah, be gone. But crossing the threshold into the new, and it can feel like it's darkest before the dawn, but it's through that darkness that you activate more light. When you feel you don't quite know where you're going, what's happening, nothing seems to be making sense, it's because something magical is unfolding for you. And when you can be in the adventure and the curiosity and the wonder of that, you surrender, you're in more contentment and ease and harmony in your energy, which helps stabilize you and stabilize situations in your reality. It keeps you feeling grounded, keeps you feeling that you're in the knowing of I'm safe, loved, cherished, adored, anchored, and everything is working out for me right here, right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This evening, I will be speaking about this later in the event on karmic cleansing and closing out of cycles. Things are coming to an end. Some relationships coming to an end. Many of you may feel that you're even grieving, or feeling you're having the memory of some past connections come up, or attaching a past memory or feeling the past memory in your body emerge from a present situation which actually does not match or doesn't fit the current scenario, but the body remembers something. And this can even be from, I'm now getting, because it came out on my healer book on the table over there, from the Catheric template in your auric field, related to past lives, fears, phobias, the connections to things that are generated and created or karmic from those lifetimes. You can connect in meditation with the intention to cleanse and clear any entities or blockages in your etheric template in your aura, and ask for that to be filled with crystal white light, with golden light to anchor and ground you back into wholeness and to clear away those karmic ties. So on this card, we have ancestral patterns to heal and rewriting the future. So I had mentioned before how rewriting your past alters the present and it creates a shift in the now, which automatically rewrites your future because you're creating from a different energy in the now. You can choose to embody that energy in the now. You can also rewrite the past, and you can consciously choose to align with a different future. But all is in the now moment. You're breaking the chain, coming out of the cave. This could be the cave of persecution. It could be feeling that you have the witch wound. If you are a healer, a spiritual guide, a tarot reader, or whoever may have come into the space who does this work, to allow yourself to be fully seen in your light, in shining your light, and no longer holding yourself back, fearing persecution, fearing punishment, danger, that this is being released from your body at this time, in the knowing that you're perfectly safe to be fully expressed as you. This is what I'm feeling for a lot of the collective right now, is the sense of, I just want to be me. I'm allowed to be me. I get to be me. I get to show up and do my work and contribute my value through simply being me. I no longer have the desire or the urge or even the patience, perhaps, to put on a mask and to be another version of me, which is inauthentic, which leads to disharmony and disease in my body. Because that's essentially what that does. The more authentic we are, the more we are the expression of our true selves, which is connected to our higher selves and to our divinity, to the fullness of who we are. That is more authentic us, even if we're having a human experience. Like yesterday, I shared an email on how I was writing some content and putting something out there, and did feel this emotional undercurrent of this week. And when I closed all my tabs down, up popped on the screen this picture of a lighthouse. And it was a message for me of like, stay on course, you're on track, you're doing your work, you are a lighthouse, you're here to be a lighthouse, hold a vision. And it made me emotional. It made me go, like, these are the signs from the divine. These are the messages you get when you follow your North Star, when you align with the true version of you and say, I get to be me now. I'm no longer shrinking myself or hiding. I'm coming out in the fullness of who I am and allowing and trusting that the universe has got me. The universe provides for me. I'm completely abundant. As I add value, I receive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All is well. The more I can receive to add value as my authentic self, the greater ripple effect and positive impact that has in the world. And that's something to honor and give love to, and to go on an eager, fun adventure with, as to the possibilities that you can create. Do drop a comment, let me know how that feels for you, how it feels in your body, if this is resonating with you. If you're feeling this call to surrender right now, to surrender to the divine, to stop chasing and seeking and looking and outsourcing things and outsourcing your energy. And whenever you even look at something to check something, it's seeking validation and it's confirming lack and it's confirming that you don't have something. When you're in the energy of, I know who I am, I know my power, I know my magnificence, I know what I'm here to do, I know what I'm here to create, I'm showing up and I'm being the expression of me and I'm adding value. So therefore I surrender to the way unfolding on my soul path, to allow myself to be ignited from within in this initiation and to go through the portal, to allow myself to go through the portal this eclipse season. This is calling you to new levels of leadership, this card had also come out in how you lead yourself. And society has programmed us to rely on the external so much in terms of expectation of, if I do this, then I get that. And it's linear thinking. It's a logical mind. Like, if I study this course, then I get this qualification, then I'll be able to do that. When you already have your inherent gifts and talents that you can use. And what about the artistic way of following what truly lights you up and getting engrossed in the adventure of what you feel called to learn and do and create? Not because it's a duty or an obligation, but because it's emerging from you as your soul path, as what you're led to do, and how you want to lead yourself from the inside out to create more. I certainly have been even more drawn to aspects of astrology lately, and writing and various other things. Bear with me as the journey unfolds here on this channel for as long as I may be here, and you may be with me. Thank you very much for being here. Please drop a comment on how you feel you're being asked to surrender to the divine, how you're activating and igniting more leadership. And this is what I essentially want to activate this evening in my full moon gathering. And in facilitating these before, I've witnessed people really expand in their heart space. I've witnessed someone step away from corporate life and go full into being a dance instructor and gathering people in the community and various local communities to dance and joy a celebration of life. And she is in ecstasy and harmony, and of course has her challenges in life, but has pivoted into a true calling of just being in her expression and allowing herself to be herself and allowing life to give her all the abundance and joy and connection and love and prosperity that she requires through the simple being of just being herself. No performance either. It's just igniting the passion within. Another woman I connected with said, she's in her 60s and retired and feeling it was too late for her to find love again. And she was divorced and separated and had feelings of loneliness. And she was amplified in this feeling of wholeness, of complete love, of joy, of ecstasy, of bliss, I was playing Show Me Heaven towards the end, and she was waving her arms, and I could see across the screen and just feeling in bliss and opened up to possibility. And 2 days later, she writes me saying that she's met someone and she's off on motorbike rides and she's been seeing that person ever since. And she's very happy. This is wonderful when you simply get beyond the limited constructs that we can have in our mental state and open the heart area to receive and to expand, to be ignited, to feel enlightened within you, and to allow your reality to match up to that new frequency that you are admitting. So email me, send me moon if you want to join me later. Thank you for booking in empowerment coaching calls with me, energy healing sessions. I do group sessions as well, group coaching and group energy healing, new moon and full moon events every month. So you can contact me for more in that. I should put in even a link for my newsletter if you want to subscribe to my newsletter so that you can stay on top of events that I run or retreats or programs, courses that I offer if you want to receive attunements to Reiki, which is a natural frequency upgrade, energetic shifts within you. And when it's all an inside job, their outside reality is going to mirror back to you that internal work that you're doing within, which is so important. I love being here and connecting with others who are inspired to go on the adventure of that journey to create more magic, to feel the magic in connection, to feel expanded, to get lit up by potential and possibilities, to create more of the life of your wildest dreams, knowing that it's absolutely possible for you and you're absolutely worthy and deserving of it. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for listening. Do like, share, subscribe as you please, and see you in the next one. That's it.